Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. So today I'm here with another interesting makeup blender review video and we are going to see how it performs. Now this particular sponge is not like the usual sponges I have used to so far in my life, and for that matter I think this is a very new concept altogether, and I have been seeing a lot of other brands also doing it. So this is like my first try and I really don't know how it is going to perform. So let's see how it is going to perform. So this is the Plume microfiber velvet sponge. This is how the outer packaging of the sponge comes. So this is how the outer packaging is basically, and then let's read a little bit behind the package. Microfiber velvet sponge. If you are looking for a more natural airbrush foundation finish, the microfiber velvet sponge is your go-to. Made with velvet soft microfiber bristles and a slanted edge for controlled stippling, the microfiber velvet sponge provides buildable coverage fast, and it will retail you for 850. It is latex free and it is cruelty free. So that's how the outer packaging looks like. Now a lot of you say this is called as PLUME & Co. Please correct me if it is a separate brand altogether, but that I have not looked for. But when I typed PLUME & Co, this appeared, so I ordered this one. Now this is how the actual sponge looks like. Spick and span, really nice. Like the way it looks on the camera, same way. I think it's looking much better on the camera than in my hands. But this is how it is, a very unique shade. It's a teardrop, has a little bend to it so that you can go inside your inner corners and all that stuff. So yeah, and it has a little velvety feel to it on top of it, and those fibers which you actually see, they are there. So basically this sponge is like little unique. It says that it is not going to absorb any product, this particular sponge, and with this sponge you don't need the amount of foundation you generally use with your other sponges. Like with this one you need only like 1 or 2 pumps and you are done. Like if you use like 4 to 5 pumps on your face, so you will be done in 1.5 pump, not more than that, because it doesn't take any product. So whatever product you lay on your face or you take, it's on your face basically. So that's a big claim. Let's see how it performs. And it will give you a full coverage. Now this is all I have read about it on their site itself. So what we're going to do, I'll dampen the sponge, come in front of you and apply some makeup, and let us know, is it going to give me the full coverage and will I be done in 2 pumps? So let me just hop on. Let me just wet this up. The foundation, the sponge is wet now. It looks good. Size is increased, but the actual size itself is also big. It's not a very small sponge, and after you wet it, then it gets no. It is actually also in a very good size, and after wetting, obviously the size has increased. It is soft, yes, it is, but when you press it, like you see that crease forms. I don't know why. It doesn't happen with any other blender. You see that? Maybe because of its the way it is made and the texture of it. So let's apply some primer first. So I'm using this Maybelline Master Studio primer today because I just feel like using this one, and I'm going to use the trusty products for this look because I don't want to mess it up by using some random products for this video. Okay, so my earrings are doing chum chum. Okay, so the primer is done. Next up is concealing. So we're going to use the Pro Conceal. It's a new one. You see, it's a brand new one. Oh my god, finally. So we're going to take some product. So now we are going to buff the concealer. So this is how it is. So I'm going to use the tip, basically the flat side, to buff in my concealer. And I have applied very less concealer today because they said you don't have to go way too much. That is why I didn't apply way too much on my nose or under my eye. Okay, the concealer application is good. I really like it. It's very flawless. Next up is the foundation. So we're going to use the L'Oreal True Match today because I don't know. I generally look very white. One pump, two pumps. Just so you know that, let's see, I think the two pumps are also looking very too much to me. I don't know. Okay. So the application, they say you have to dot the foundation first, like this. You dot it everywhere. You can do it in parts also if you have a very drying foundation. But this one, you can dot first. I still have a lot of foundation on my hands, so let's start buffing. So I'm going to use this portion and start. See that? And still all the foundation is there on my hand. Oh my god, where to put it? Girls, that's amazing. That's amazing. Like, it's a full coverage for me. At least on the camera, it looks full coverage. In person, also, it's full coverage. I have facial hairs. Not I don't have facial hairs. I don't do my upper lips. I cannot do it. So all of it is covered. That's amazing. That's nice. You can go layer on your face, but I'll stop it here. And you see the sponge? It doesn't absorb anything actually. I'm happy. I'm I don't know what to say, but I'm happy with the application. Let's do some face powder. So I have a lot of excess foundation with me, which I don't know what to do. Will I wipe it off later? So I'm using my LA Girl Pro HD powder for today's look because it's somewhat like a loose powder in a pressed form. I'm gonna go in. You see the finish? It's amazing. It's amazing, guys. It's amazing. Just go on and on and on with this. So what I'll do a full face of my makeup and then come back to you and we'll conclude the video and we'll talk more on it. Some positives and some negatives. So give me a minute. So finally, girls, I'm back with full face of my makeup and eye look. Today I used my Nykaa eyeshadow palette. So let's talk about some positive first. The price point, it's $850, but if you buy it during sale, then it comes down to $560 to $590. I still feel it's on affordable side because of the way it is made. Secondly, it is microfiber. It doesn't absorb any product. So basically, you're not using the usual amount of product you use with other sponges. So you need very less product, so you're not wasting too much of it. Third positive is that it doesn't soak up any product. You can see everything is sitting on top. This is the foundation which was on my hand. I just scraped it off with this. So that's the third positive point, that it doesn't absorb any product. Because of that microfiber which is on top of it, that helps the product to just lay down on your face and not soak up. Fourth point is the application was easier, it was faster, and it will give you a full coverage look. So that's a very good thing. It's very nice. The normal way you buff in your foundation, with this also you have to use the same technique. Last but not the least, this is something which I love the most about this blender is the washing part. When you wash the blender, you will not see a single stain of foundation. I have washed this foundation yesterday because I had to foundation blender yesterday. because yesterday, as I mentioned in the intro of my video, that I used the blender yesterday also, and for this refilming it I had to wash it, and less than 40 seconds the blender was spick and span. I didn't had to keep it in warm water or use a special cleanser for it. You can wash this with anything. So I wash this with my facial cleanser. That's like why I use a facial cleanser for my blender, because then it's more neater, and secondly it's gentle, so that goes well with this. You just have to take a little and just wash it off and everything will just come off, so it will be like spick and span new blender, and it doesn't change the shape of it. Everything is going to look the same. The blender is going to look the same it used to look earlier. So yeah, these were many positive points. The only negative point which I see is, which cannot be negative for many, it is my concern that since it's a microfiber and it doesn't take any product, so if accidentally you take a lot of foundation and you start applying, and if you don't pay attention to your application, you may end up getting a little cakey because it is not absorbing any product. So you have to be very careful when you are taking a product. That's the only place I feel that if it would have been soaking a little bit, then it would have made more, like it would have been 100 and 100 blender for me. Still it is an 100 on 100, but still that 99.9 wala thing had come, because it doesn't absorb anything. And one more negative is, yesterday also I have seen it, that since this doesn't take any product, everything is going to come on your hands. See, everything is going to come on your hands. So all the excess product, your hands will have it. So if you're wearing an outfit which is white, blue, or anything which is lighter, so if you accidentally end up rubbing your hand on your dress, it may just get dirty. So these are the only two things which I saw as a negative point. Other than that, I love the packaging, pricing, the way it performs. And it is only available on their site. It's not available anywhere else. I think recently they have launched a pink color also, which I got so excited about. But yeah, this is an amazing blender. I highly suggest you should try this one. This is like something out of the box, something really different. It's not like a usual blender. Do you really need this in your life? Not exactly. If you're a person who is okay with a normal sponge and doesn't want to look full coverage all the time, then I would not say this is the blender which you should go for. You should go for the normal blenders. But if you're a person who loves full coverage just like this, buy this one. I think you're sorted for your life. So all in all, I don't hate the blender. I really like it. I will be using it mostly for my festive looks, or for my, like if I'm going out for a function, this is the blender to go for, because in one swipe you'll get a full coverage. You don't have to go with a second layer. So that's like a very good thing. So by saying that, I hope you loved watching this interesting mini review come first impressions. I absolutely recommend this. This is a 10 on 10 blender, something out of the box. Definitely you should try at least once, and I think one can suffice you. You don't have to keep multiples. So I will be back soon with something more interesting, something more exciting, some more other different reviews. Any recommendations you have, let me know through your comments, because I do get a lot of ideas from you guys. Till then, you take care of yourself. We'll be back soon. Bye-bye.